Let's go to Glenn Beck. He's going to be on with Republican pollster Frank Luntz here. And once again, they don't quite get the concept of what astro-turf is and what's going on with these town hall events. They're going to try to defend them. We're going to have fun. Let's go to clip number 7.
Right-wing extremists, desperate Republicans, angry mobs, the mob, manufactured anger, astro-turf, Brooks Brothers Brigade. I don't remember hearing these words coming from the Bush White House, and I'm not a defender of the Bush White House by any stretch of the imagination. But I don't remember anyone saying anything like that coming out of George Bush's realm. There are political hacks that said some awful things, but this, really, called Democrats mobs?
It's character assassination is what it is. And it's something that was learned under the Clinton administration. They began this in 94, 95. We saw this with the whole Monica Lewinsky thing when anyone who said, hey, what happened here? If you challenged the Clinton administration, they went after you, they went after your family, they went after your business. It's a viciousness that you see on the left.
There is you know what? There was, I mean, look, I'm a political talk show host and anchor. I have said vicious things. That's different than the administration coming out and saying these kinds of things. You have an official endorsement of this kind of talk is dangerous in this country, is it not, Frank?
But this is what happens when there's no accountability. The Republicans are so weak in Washington that it is so hard for them to hold the Democrats accountable. And the American people are legitimately afraid. They're scared that they're going to lose their freedoms. They're losing their economic freedoms over the past 6 months, and now they're afraid that they're going to lose their health care freedom, and that's what generates this passion that I've seen all across the country.
You notice the people who are angry, are they GOP supporters? Because the people that I personally know, they're just as pissed at the GOP, if not more.
The angriest people are actually those who define themselves as independent.
Yes.
Neither Republican nor Democrat. They call themselves conservative, but that's because they just want to protect the freedoms that they have right now. And for the comments of people like actress Janine Garofalo, it's hateful. And it's awful to use that word, Glenn. But what's coming out of the White House, the language that they are using, and that you see also occasionally from L.A., is pure hate.
Okay, so
that is one of the great disappointments.
Oh, are you disappointed, Frank? Pure hate. Hey, listen, get that toupee off your head. You look like an utter fool. I'm sorry, am I being hateful? Okay. You know, these Americans, they're just worried. First of all, they're just so angry that they got their economic freedoms taken away. What's he talking about? What economic freedom has been taken away? Look, if you took my freedoms away, yeah, I get pissed, right? I literally don't know what they're talking about. What economic freedom has been taken away from me? And then they say healthcare freedom. Now they're going to take your healthcare freedom away. But wait a minute, if you have the public option, you can choose a private insurance to go to your private doctor or your private hospital, or you could choose public insurance to go to your private doctor or your private hospital. It gives you a second choice. How does that take my healthcare freedom away? It gives me more freedom. Look, the whole thing is astro-turf, man. It's not just the town hall events. Fox News is astro-turf. Frank Luntz is astro-turf. You know how much money Frank Luntz gets from lobbyists and from these private corporations to do his polls and to do his framing and then to give it to the Republicans and to give it to the conservative talk shows and to give it to Fox News? See, the showing anger, okay, look, you can disagree with that, what's happening in the town hall events, but that's not really the primary problem. If they were legitimately showing up there of their own accord because they don't agree with the policies, that's one thing. But when the healthcare industry or private corporations or lobbyists manufacture it, that's what astro-turf is. And that's what Frank Luntz does for a living. So please spare me the irony of you pretending to be outraged by this. And they say, oh, on the left, they're so vicious. You know, they go after people's families. Anybody remember Valerie Plame at all? When Dick Cheney went after Joe Wilson's family and outed an undercover agent and endangered her life? Does anybody remember that part? No. And by the way, how did it work in the Bush years? Well, they wouldn't even let you into the town hall events. Remember the guys who got arrested for wearing the wrong shirts, having the wrong bumper stickers on their cars, having the wrong license plates? Of course, they didn't let this kind of stuff happen.